When Best of Metal Blade Volume 3 dropped in 1992, it wasn't just another compilation. It was a snapshot of a label at the height of its underground power. By then, Metal Blade Records had already carved its place as the lifeblood of heavy metal's most uncompromising voices, from speed and thrash innovators to theatrical shock rockers. This third installment in the Best of series captured the raw diversity of the roster, blistering riffs, unholy shrieks, and the kind of unapologetic attitude that defined the early 90s metal scene. More than a mixtape, it was a manifesto. Proof that Metal Blade wasn't chasing trends but amplifying the chaos, creativity, and cult energy that kept heavy music alive when mainstream tastes shifted elsewhere. What makes Volume 3 especially compelling is the way it bridges eras. You hear echoes of the label's early days, bands clawing their way out of garages and basements, alongside acts that were sharpening their sound for a new decade. It's a collision of grit and ambition, a reminder that Metal Blade's catalog was never about polish, but about conviction. For fans, the compilation became both a gateway and a time capsule, a chance to discover hidden gems while reliving the feral spirit of a scene that refused to die. When Sacred Reich released their debut album Ignorance in 1987, thrash metal was already a global force. Bands like Metallica, Slayer, and Megadeth had defined the genre's speed and aggression, but Sacred Reich brought something different to the table, a sharp political edge. Among the album's standout tracks, Death Squad remains a furious statement against authoritarianism, a song that channels the paranoia and anger of the late Cold War era into pure sonic assault. At its core, Death Squad is a critique of unchecked state power. The lyrics conjure images of secret police and militarized oppression, painting a world where freedom is crushed under the boot of violence. Unlike many thrash songs that revel in fantasy or abstract destruction, Sacred Reich's message was grounded in reality. They were speaking to the anxieties of the time: government crackdowns, the specter of nuclear war, and the erosion of civil liberties. In doing so, they positioned thrash not just as entertainment, but as protest music. Musically, the track is relentless. The riffs gallop with militaristic precision, echoing the march of the very forces the band condemns. Phil Ryan's vocals are urgent and biting, delivered less as performance and more as rallying cry. The rhythm section drives the song forward with unyielding force, ensuring that the message cuts through the chaos. It's thrash at its most direct, fast, aggressive, and uncompromising. Death Squad also highlights Sacred Reich's unique place in the thrash landscape. While their contemporaries often focused on speed and technicality, Sacred Reich balanced aggression with clarity. Their songs were built to be understood as well as felt, ensuring that the political message was never lost in the noise. This approach helped them carve out a reputation as one of the genre's most outspoken voices, a band unafraid to confront systems of oppression head-on. The track opens Monument with a blast of speed and aggression, immediately setting the tone for the record. Lyrically, it's a celebration of chaos and excess. Lines like "driving like a maniac," capable of heart attack, capture the band's tongue-in-cheek embrace of danger and rebellion. Musically, it's pure thrash, rapid-fire riffs, pounding drums, and vocals that ride the edge between sneer and scream. Hallow's Eve were part of the second wave of thrash, often overshadowed by giants like Slayer or Metallica. But Speed Freak remains a cult favorite. It embodies the underground ethos of Metal Blade Records, raw, uncompromising, and tailor-made for fans who craved speed and intensity over polish. The song's relentless pace and defiant lyrics made it a standout not only on Monument, but also on compilations like Best of Metal Blade Volume 3, where it helped cement the band's legacy among die-hard thrashers. When Canadian heavy metal pioneers Anvil released Strength of Steel in 1987, they were already known for their uncompromising sound and relentless dedication to the underground. Among the standout tracks on the album, Concrete Jungle emerges as a vivid statement of survival, aggression, and the harsh realities of modern life. The song opens with imagery of danger, a shot in the dark on a New York night, immediately situating the listener in a world where predators roam and survival is uncertain. The chorus, with its refrain of rock, raw, in the land of the predator, concrete jungle, transforms the city into a metaphorical battlefield. Here, Anvil channels the primal energy of heavy metal into a commentary on urban chaos, portraying the metropolis as a place where only the strongest endure. Musically, Concrete Jungle is driven by Steve Lips Kudlow's snarling vocals and the band's trademark riff-heavy attack. Rob Reiner's drumming provides a relentless backbone, while the twin guitars of Kudlow and Dave Allison create a wall of sound that mirrors the song's theme of overwhelming urban intensity. The track exemplifies Anvil's ability to fuse raw power with thematic storytelling, making it both a headbanger's delight and a lyrical exploration of survival. In the end, Best of Metal Blade Volume 3 stands as more than a compilation. It's a testament to the label's refusal to compromise and its commitment to amplifying voices that thrived outside the mainstream. The collection captures a moment when heavy metal was splintering into countless subgenres, yet Metal Blade managed to unite them under one banner of intensity and authenticity. Listening today, the album still feels like a rallying cry, a reminder that the underground spirit of metal is built not on polish or conformity, but on passion, grit, and the courage to sound different. For fans old and new, Volume 3 remains a gateway into the chaos and creativity that defined an era, and a reminder of why Metal Blade's legacy continues to resonate decades later. Having reviewed the first 3 installments of the Best of Metal Blade, I would put it as the second best offering behind Volume 2 and slightly ahead of Volume 1. Where would you rank it? Let your mistress know.